Hello, welcome, and thanks for joining us on this edition of News 2. I'm Sandra Gumansing. The Juan Luis Hospital's board voted to increase the salaries for registered nurses during a January 31st meeting, and officials say it's worked well. They've been able to recruit and hire much-needed nurses, which has translated into more beds for the hospital. News2's Erica Parsons has the story.
To this date, that strategy has worked way beyond our expectations in the positive.
Juan Luis Hospital nursing officials say the raises implemented last month for registered nurses has been a boost to help serve the critical needs of the hospital.
We were having challenges with recruiting nurses to the hospital on our old salary scale, and as of today, we have successfully had inquiries of over 30 plus nurses and have hired 13 RNs because of the RN increases.
Officials say they've also hired some support staff, and increased RNs means more beds in the medical surgical unit, which was down to 28 a few weeks ago and is now up to 41. Juan Luis' recruitment effort has led to the new hires.
A large part of what we've done is we've used our recruitment video. First time ever JFL has produced its own recruitment video, and we use that a lot at different outings that we've had in the community. We've gone to the University of the Virgin Islands. We've also continued to advertise locally and nationally as well, but our focus was trying to get our local qualified nurses to come on board.
We'll continue to be able to increase our bed capacity with the onboarding of new RNs. So all of that is linked to the RN raises being very effective.
And officials say the nurses they've hired are well equipped.
A large part of what we're trying to do in our department is to ensure that the nurses that we bring on board, that we orient them, make sure that they're properly oriented. We've checked off on their competencies and so forth to make sure that when they hit the floors that they are properly equipped to do the job that we expect them to do.
Erica Parsons, News 2.
Officials say their goal is to reduce the hospital's reliance on traveling nurses, which will cut costs. They hope to staff the hospital with 80 more nurses. 23 students from schools around St. Croix faced off Friday to see who would be declared the district's top speller. It was a special day for the St. Croix district, now in its 40th year. St. Patrick's School, Aaron Harris emerged as the winner of the St. Croix District B for the third year in a row after a grueling 21 rounds. Harris beat out last year's territorial champion, Yadi Bass, spelling first Cortieri and then Discreet for the win. The top 6 finalists will compete in the territorial spelling bee in March.
I'm proud to say that this is an activity where we have all of our schools come together on the island of St. Croix, and they're happy to do it. The coaches are happy to do it, and the students. It's just a phenomenal experience for them all.
It's a great experience. I feel happy that I won second place, and I know that I'm going to, win the territorial spelling bee.
I feel very happy. I feel excited. I didn't think I would actually come out first again this year.
Meanwhile, over on St. Thomas, the winner was Roshni Lalwani, 8th grader representing All Saints, who beat out 22 students in 7 rounds, competing for the prestigious title of District Spelling Bee champion. With the winning word, GYMKHANA. Sitting on the edge of their seats, many family, friends, and fellow classmates appeared more nervous than those on stage, but smiles and sighs always came after a word was spelled correctly, and those words at times may have stumped even adults. Take a listen at some of those words and see how you would have done.
Repeat the word, please.
Potash.
Potash. P-O-T-A-S-H. Potash.
Correct.
Drost. D-R-O-U-S-T. Drost.
The correct spelling of dross is D-R-O-S-S.
Simile. S-I-M-I-L-E.
Correct.
Congratulations to all the students. The Virgin Islands National Guard can now train right here on St. Croix as the ribbon was officially cut Friday morning for the brand new 210th Regional Training Institute. The facility has state-of-the-art equipment and amenities that will allow soldiers to have a place to call their own. News2's Janisha John brings us more from the RTI ceremony.
The Virgin Islands National Guard now has a new training facility to call home as officials came together to cut the ribbon on the brand new state-of-the-art 210th Regional Training Institute. Dozens of dignitaries and military personnel took part in a special celebration Friday morning to commemorate the opening of the 210th RTI facility, a $20 million federally funded facility that is equipped with state-of-the-art equipment to train soldiers locally.
Regional Training Institute is a facility for training of our soldiers. This facility has classroom and administrative spaces. It has lodging spaces. We have 2 stories of lodging spaces that can accommodate up to 38 people currently.
This facility is a state-of-the-art facility. It allows the instructors to do their job. It gives the amenities for the students to be comfortable so that they can have the time to study and still work hard.
Guests in attendance got their first tour of the state-of-the-art facility, equipped with large lobbies, private offices, multi-purpose classrooms with smart boards for teaching, a fully equipped indoor gym, and many more amenities that will give the VI National Guard a place to call home.
This is now our home. This is where we can train locally. We will invite students from across the nation to come work and train with us.
Of course, if we're bringing people from other places to train, we get more money to support our facility.
Primarily, we're focusing on our home work, where we can teach our locals to be valuable, relevant, and ready for war.
Janisha John, News 2.
The 210th Regional Training Institute's design and construction was done by Jacobs A&E firm and Tip Top Construction. Police on St. Thomas are still searching for at least one suspect who broke into a residence in Estate Bakkeroe early Thursday morning. Acting Police Commissioner Rodney Carrad described the suspect as a dark black male, slim built, wearing a green bandana and dark shirt with white writing. Anyone with information on this case should call 775-5522 or Crime Stoppers at 1-800-222-TIPS. Carrad encourages residents with alarm systems or cameras to test them once in a while, and he had this message for alarm companies.
I'm asking you to look at the directions that you get from your clients. Make sure the direction is to the best of their ability, possibly even going out onto the location to try to make sure that the directions are the best you can give. In the event 911 has to dispatch a police officer, ambulance, or fire to that location.
A gun was just found today, 3 days after Dorner died in a nearby cabin. Investigators think the weapon did belong to the alleged killer. Dental records now confirm Christopher Dorner is the one who died in a mountain cabin after a fire and a shootout with police on Tuesday. The ex-officer was wanted in 4 killings. Money is now an issue. LA's chief of police announced that help finding Christopher Dorner would be richly rewarded, $1 million. Just 2 days later, Dorner was cornered in a fiery gun battle that came just after 2 separate sightings reported to police. Karen Reynolds, with her husband Jim, called 911 to report Dorner had tied them up and stolen their car, potentially making them good candidates for the money. Thousands of passengers from the Carnival Triumph cruise ship are finally home, telling stories of their misadventures at sea. The ship itself was also on the move Friday, hours after it was towed into port. Randall Pinkston has the latest from Mobile, Alabama.
Tugboats hauled the broken-down Carnival Triumph from its berth in Mobile, Alabama, to a shipyard Friday. The U.S. Coast Guard and National Transportation Safety Board are investigating the cause of the engine fire aboard the ship and the extent of the damage. Triumph may be moved to the Bahamas for cleanup and repairs because it's registered there.
It's almost like coming back to the scene of the crime.
After getting rest and a hot shower, passenger Doreen Ruthart returned to the terminal before heading home to Paris, Texas. She says enduring the squalid conditions on the ship was life-changing.
Made us really appreciate what we have: electricity, flushing toilets, running water.
After the ship finally docked last night, passengers were bused to Louisiana and Texas. Many of them took charter flights home. Some passengers are complaining that Carnival's response to the emergency was slow and inadequate, but Triumph's onboard crew members are getting high praise.
I asked them, do they get hazardous pay? They had to walk around with rubber gloves, gas masks, and pick up all these potty bags.
They always had a smile on their face. They helped you no matter what.
One thing passengers disagree on is whether to take up Carnival's offer for a discounted cruise in the future. So you're ready to do it again?
Yes, because surely lightning can't strike in the same place twice, so.
They can have whatever they offering us, they can actually keep it. Or I'll take it and I'll frame it.
Because of the damage, Carnival has canceled Triumph's next 12 voyages. In Mobile, Alabama, Randall Pinkston, CBS 2 News.
Keeping our eye on the economy, Americans appear to be feeling better about the economy. A new report shows consumer sentiment rose in February. Analysts say recent improvements in the housing market are giving people a little more confidence about their own financial situation. This is the New York Stock Exchange Scotiabank Stock Market Watch. The Dow up 8, NASDAQ down 6, S&P also down 1. Coming up on News 2, incredible video out of Russia. A meteor exploded over a small Russian town and caused a shock wave. Glass shattered, injuring hundreds of people, and another passed and missed today. We'll be right back. Well, I always say I love love when it's really love. Many residents and couples headed to Trunk Bay, St. John to remind each other why their love will keep growing no matter how many years have passed. The vow renewal ceremony is very important, and Anne Marie, who conducts the ceremony, explains why she does it every year.
To encourage couples to renew their marriage vows. And what better day than Valentine's Day? It's a wonderful gift to offer people who are visiting the islands. We're usually very busy with tourists and guests in February, so we have a lot of participation from island visitors, but also locals come on Valentine's Day to renew their covenant with each other. My intention is to create a situation where they can really have a renewal, a reaffirmation of their commitment to each other, any healing that needs to take place, and just a joyful celebration of what they've accomplished.
And of course, the ceremony was held on Thursday on Valentine's Day. The 13th annual St. John Arts Festival has kicked off and continues through Wednesday. Franklin Powell Park in Cruz Bay will be the venue for musical performances, each day with a different group. There will also be quadrille dancing and ballroom dancing. Handcrafted arts as well as culinary delights will also be up for sale Saturday through Wednesday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. daily. Art exhibitions will take place at different venues, and many restaurants will be hosting live music. For the full lineup, you can visit stjohnartsfestival.org. Support comes from VI Council on the Arts and the VI Tourism Department. In observance of President's Day and the 2013 Agriculture and Food Fair in St. Croix, Innovative's business offices on St. Thomas and St. John and St. Croix will be closed on Monday, February 18th. Innovative encourages, however, customers to visit the Innovative tent at the 47th Annual Agriculture and Food Fair at the Rudolph Schultebrand Agriculture Complex from February 16th to the 18th. All of the Innovative services will be featured, including an EVO demonstration that showcases Innovative's modernization plan, Innovative Cable TV, and CBS TV2's high-definition programming, and the mobile wireless retail store, which will be selling wireless products and high-speed internet services. St. Croix Acton Police Chief James Paris has announced road closures and detours in Frederiksted at 8 p.m. on Friday and Saturday due to a two-day concert at the Paulie Joseph Stadium this weekend. Parking will be available on the triangle east of the Medrick Cummings Children's Park and also in the grass area behind the concert venue. The flow of traffic will be restricted at 8 p.m. on King Street and Prince Street, and only vehicles parking for the concert will be allowed access to the area. The changes have been put into effect to ensure a safe environment. Well, incredible video out of Russia. The meteor exploded over a small Russian town and caused a shock wave. Glass shattered, injuring hundreds of people. And this woman went to the hospital with a bloody arm. Others had cuts on their faces and heads. The explosion rocked a mountain range about 900 miles east of Moscow in Chelyabinsk. Scientists say it was the size of a large bus and was traveling at least 33,000 miles per hour. Some fragments fell to the ground, but it's unclear if they hit anyone. The meteor came without warning, stunning a Canadian hockey player now living in Russia. A zinc factory was badly damaged. Both the roof and wall collapsed. Meteor strikes with such a large impact are rare. The European Space Agency says the meteor is not connected to the asteroid that missed us by about 17,500 miles of Earth today. Stick around, your News 2 AccuWeather forecast is coming up next.